Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. Well, it was all expected. One would have thought probably Virat Kohli was the key. Well, other than Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane, there was nobody who could offer any resistance, and England have won the Test series. So it's only one to go. Now, all that India can do is probably salvage something by winning the final Test match. But the fourth Test match is all over, and the series has gone to England. So England winning have taken a winning lead in the series now. They are leading the series 3-1 with the final Test match still to come. I would be talking about that. As I said, the only resistance that happened was Kohli and Rahane offering some resistance. Other than that, once again, it was Moeen Ali getting into the picture, and Moeen Ali actually picking up 9 wickets. And every time Moeen Ali has come to this ground, he has really performed well. He took 6 wickets in that last game, probably last season, last time when India toured England, and this time he has gone on to take a bag of 9 wickets, 5 wickets in the first innings and 4 wickets in the second innings. And well, I'm sure he's the man of the match. Well, so I'll be talking about that game. And other than that, what I have for you on this cricket show is that Afghanistan have become the 4th team to actually name their team for the Asia Cup, which is coming up on 15th of September. And also Afghanistan have strengthened their team with 4 spinners, which I'll be talking about. And there's some cricket news from the other side is Sean Ervine, the former New Zealand player, was a very compact player at that. Did not play a lot of, he played only a few test matches, but played a lot of ODIs. Sean Ervine has taken retirement from professional cricket. And the other news that I could talk about is that for India A, Mohammad Siraj, the fast bowler, did a wonderful job as the Australia A were bowled out for 241, and Mohammad Siraj had career best figures, 8 for 59. He had some very good Australian scalps in that, which I'll be talking about if time permits. And the 23rd match of the Caribbean Premier League was a match which was won by the Trinbago Knight Riders, the feature being Dwayne Bravo actually smashing 5 sixes of the young pacer Alzari Joseph in the 4th over, when Alzari Joseph had figures of 3 overs, I think 12 runs or 13 runs with 2 wickets, and that was totally rearranged by Dwayne Bravo as he hit 5 wonderful sixes of the bowling, 5 consecutive sixes of the bowling of Alzari Joseph, the tall bowler, to spoil his figures to a great extent, as Trinbago Knight Riders made 199 for 4, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots losing the match by 46 runs. But first, I'm going to head off to the 4th Test, India versus England, and the 4th day itself, the match was all done and dusted. So it all did not start off well for India at all. So basically Sam Curran was there. So Sam Curran could not go do much after he hit 46 with 6 boundaries. He was a goner as he was run out to end the innings. The 9th wicket to go was after Adil Rashid. Stuart Broad was dismissed very quickly by Mohammad Shami. So that was a pretty quick wicket as Shami actually got the ball. Probably Broad thought the ball is going to go away, and he flashed at that delivery, and punt behind took a simple catch. So Broad was out for naught. Anderson was not out on 1. Sam Curran was trying to pinch 2 runs from a ball from Ashwin, and it was a pull which was mistimed. The Ishan, the birthday boy, who was celebrating his birthday today, threw over the stumps, threw over to punt, and punt removed the bails. And Sam Curran, so that was a good thing that India did, that India managed to get England all out for 271. Sam Curran was not out for 46 with 6 boundaries. Well, nothing to look at the bowling figures there. At the most, Mohammad Shami did a good job. 16 overs, no maiden, 57 runs and 4 wickets to Mohammad Shami. And now India were given a target of 245 runs to win. And it was a very, very sad beginning for India. KL Rahul was dismissed in the 4th over of the innings, as KL Rahul got a real grubber from Stuart Broad. The ball really kept low, and KL Rahul was a goner. There was nothing that he could do, as the ball, I wouldn't blame KL Rahul for that. The ball kept really low. It came knee length, and it was all over. Bottom edged and into the stump she went, and KL Rahul was gone. Bowled by Broad for naught. Wicket number 1 gone. India 4 for 1 in the chase. Shikhar Dhawan managed 17 runs with 3 boundaries before Anderson picked up his wicket. Anderson actually, this ball, it was a thick edge actually. It was the ball was swinging, and Dhawan was all squared up, and he pushed forward, and the healthy edge was held by Ben Stokes at gully very well, and that was the third wicket. In fact, just before that, James Anderson had nipped the most important wicket of Cheteshwar Pujara. The one man who could have stayed there all day was gone, and that was a big blow for India, and he was their first innings centurion, as you would remember. This was a beautiful delivery from James Anderson. Peach of a delivery. He pitched up, it drew Pujara forward, and then the ball actually curled in, and that was the end of Pujara. Pujara wanted to review it. It is unlikely, but it was all over. That was a big hope of India gone, with Cheteshwar Pujara gone. LBW bowled Anderson for 5, and that left India at a score of 22 for 3 after Dhawan also left the scene, and India were really staring down the barrel at the time. Now, they had 2 new batsmen at the crease. One was the Indian captain Virat Kohli, and the other was Ajinkya Rahane. Now, it was a real test for them, but I thought Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane did very well. They negotiated the seam and swing of the Englishman very well, and then even Moeen Ali, Virat Kohli was defending well, and they were really chiseling together a partnership, and it was very well done. And definitely one thought the way Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane were going, they were keeping the bowlers at bay, and they were playing percentage strokes. In fact, they were not willing to take. In fact, Ajinkya Rahane was doing a wonderful job of defending well. He was playing Moeen Ali, the spinner, on the front foot, and Virat Kohli was smothering Moeen Ali very well and dropping the ball dead in front of him. And it was all going well. Kohli and Rahane had done a good job. They had taken India to 123 with a 101 run partnership, which probably would have given the Indian fans a bit of hope at that particular juncture, because they knew for a fact that Ajinkya Rahane and Kohli were doing a good job, and they were the main persons to do the job, because even though Hardik Pandya was there, one can't rely on him totally, as we all know. And things were going on well, and Moeen Ali once again started the slide for India. He started off with a real Jaffa to Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, and once he went, one knew that things were really beginning to drift. Now this was a ball from Moeen Ali. It actually Kohli was trying to play at that. He was probably trying to get away from it, but the ball actually hit the glove, and it flicked his pad as well, and then it resulted in a forward shot leg fielder Alistair Cook to take the catch, and Moeen Ali had taken the big wicket there. Big fish gone, with Virat Kohli, after doing all the hard work. Caught Cook, bowled Ali for 58 with 4 boundaries. So that left the score at 123 for 4, and now it was a real test for Ajinkya Rahane to pilot India through. But the problem for Rahane was Hardik Pandya came and left very quickly, did not trouble the scorers at all. He was out for a duck, and his wicket was taken by Ben Stokes. Second slip came into the picture. This was a ball which actually got some bounce after hitting the deck, and Pandya was all squared up, and he was totally in a very ungainly position. Took the shoulder of the bat, and Joe Root in the slip region taking the catch. So he was gone. Pandya gone for naught. Score at 127 for 5. Ajinkya Rahane was doing his usual stuff. of staying at the crease as Rishabh Pant walked in. Now Rishabh Pant, unlike the first innings where he struggled big time, but this time there was no struggle. He had decided that he's going to go for the strokes. He contributed a very quick 18 of 12 deliveries with 2 fours and 1 6. He hit Moeen Ali cleanly and sweetly into the stands, but it was all over as Moeen Ali was the one who picked up Rishabh Pant's wicket, as Pant was definitely sent in with some orders just to go there and lash the ball, and that's what he precisely did. At the deep cover, Cook took the catch, and Rishabh Pant was walking for 18. That was the wicket, so made it 150 for 6. And now Ravichandran Ashwin walked in to join Ajinkya Rahane. One thought that probably Ashwin wanted to make up with the bat after failing with the ball. But the problem happened to be that Ajinkya Rahane's wicket was gone, as Moeen Ali took the stubborn Rahane's wicket for 51. LBW bowled Ali. If you look at Ajinkya Rahane's innings, just a solitary boundary, and that will really say how hard Rahane has done. He was out for 51. There was a lot of turn in that particular ball from Moeen Ali. Rahane had gone onto the back foot. He was deep inside the crease, and that was the rough that was there. That was the one which really created the problem, as the ball hit the rough and skidded in very quickly, and Rahane was shaping for a flick, but it was all gone. He was hit on the pads, and he was a goner. So Rahane LBW bowled Ali for 51, and once Rahane went, one knows the writing was definitely on the wall. After that, it was pretty quick work. Karan, in fact, Ishan Sharma was LBW bowled Stokes for naught, and Shami succumbed to the bowling of Ali. Ashwin was the last man out. He stayed there, making 25, 2 fours and 1 6 to no avail. LBW bowled Karan for 25. Bumrah was not out on not. A bit of resistance, but finally India from 123 for 2 at one stage succumbed to 184 all out. Thus England winning the match by 60 odd runs and also taking the series 3-1, with the final one coming up, just one more test match to come. The bowling, if you look at it, Moeen Ali once again the magician, 26 overs 2 minutes, 71 runs and 4 wickets. And after looking at the way Moeen Ali bowled today, one is still wondering as to why Ashwin could not get any purchase out of this wicket. Ben Stokes 2 for 34, 1 for 23 for Broad, 2 for 33 Anderson, and Sam Curran 1 for 1. Well, there are absolutely no prizes for guessing. Moeen Ali with a 9-wicket bag in the 4th test match got the man of the match award. So that is as far as this England versus India is concerned. Now we will look at some, as I said, Afghanistan have picked up the team for the Asia Cup, and they have stocked their team with 4 spinners. They already have Rashid Khan, we all know. Mujibur Rahman is another unorthodox bowler, and then they have Sharafuddin Ashraf, the left-arm spinner, who has been selected in the team. And there is also they have Mohammad Nabi, the right-arm off spinner, whom they could call up at all. They announced a squad of 17 for the Asia Cup in the United Arab Emirates later this month. And Munir Ahmed is the new cap in the team. He's an uncapped wicketkeeper batsman. Munir Ahmed has got the call-up, so he comes in. And if you look at the Afghanistan team, they are going to be led by a new captain from Afghanistan. His name is Asghar Afghan. Asghar Afghan has been playing a few matches of late, as we all know, but Asghar Afghan has been named the new captain for the Asia Cup. Mohammad Shahzad, Javed Ahmadi, Asghar Afghan, Rahmat Shah, Samiullah Shenwari, Hasmatullah Shahidi, Najbullah Zadran, Mohammad Nabi, Gulbuddin Naib, Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman, Aftab Alam, Sanullah Jannat, Syed Shirzad, Wafadar, Munir Ahmed Khakar is the wicketkeeper, new reserve wicketkeeper has been selected. So I'm not going to go into, so basically they have gone with 4 spinners, that is the main key there. And as I said, the former Zimbabwean cricket player, the batsman, a compact batsman at that, has announced his retirement from professional cricket. He was age 35, and he only played 5 test matches. But what was important about Craig Ervine was he was a compact player in ODIs. He played 42 ODIs, but more of he did a lot of service to English first-class cricket, where he scored 11,390 first-class runs for his county Hampshire. He also took 280 wickets, well, he did a good job there. So Craig Ervine has retired from Zimbabwean cricket. Not Craig Ervine, Sean Ervine. And as I said, the 23rd match, which happened in the Caribbean Premier League yesterday, was between Trinbago Knight Riders and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And Trinbago Knight Riders won the match by 46 runs. So Trinbago Knight Riders, the start was not good. They lost Lynn and Sunil Narine, their specialist openers, for 18 and 6 respectively. But Munro was there with an unbeaten 76 of 50 balls, 3 fours and 5 sixes. In fact, Alzari Joseph, the tall bowler, had created damage. He picked up 2 important wickets of Chris Lynn, and Brendan McCullum was bowled for Joseph by 35, 33. That was 2 fours, 2 sixes. But after Darren Bravo's dismissal, with Alzari Joseph's bowling figures totally rearranged. He had 3 overs, 2 for 13, and he was the most economical bowler. And in comes in Dwayne Bravo, smashing him for 5 sixes in a single over, and that too on a consecutive basis. Only the first ball was blocked by Dwayne Bravo, but the other all 5 deliveries disappeared for sixes. The tall and fast bowler Alzari Joseph really getting a stiff examination there, as Bravo actually hit 1 6 over, the 1 6 over mid on and other 6 over mid off. One was flicked over square leg for a 6, and then he followed up with a sweet shot. One was slashed over the point region for a 6, and the final one was very sweetly timed over the mid-on region for another beautiful 6, with Alzari Joseph's figures absolutely ruined beyond repair by Dwayne Bravo, as Alzari Joseph leaked 43 runs of 4 overs with 2 wickets. From 3 overs, none for 13, his figures were rearranged to 4 overs, no made, and 2 for 43. Dwayne Bravo not out on 37 of just 11 deliveries, included 5 sixes and 1 4, 5 consecutive sixes at that, and 199 for 4. What Trinbago Knight Riders raised in the match. The bowling, as I said, 243 for Alzari Joseph. Not going into any of those details here. Cottrell at 1 for 39, 1 for 40, Brathwaite, none for 35 cutting. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots were restricted to 153 for 8. Evan Lewis making 52 of 37, the high scorer, but other than that, there were 23 and 21 from Brathwaite and Thomas and Brathwaite respectively. 153 for 8, game over, and Trinbago Knight Riders winning the match. Colin Munro was the man of the match. 3 for 40 for Andrew Phillip, who came into this match, and I thought he did a good job, Andrew Phillip, getting into the mix here. Now, just before I leave this cricket show, I'm just going to talk about a match where Australia A is in India right now, and India A were playing Australia A, and it was the first day's play in this first unofficial test match, where the Australia A were bowled out for 243, and thanks in the main to Mohammad Siraj, the pace bowler, who returned figures of 8 for 59. This was his career best figures for Mohammad Siraj. Now, Mohammad Siraj, as you know, has been knocking on Indian cricket. He has been a good pace bowler. Look at his bowling figures: 19.3 overs, 7 maidens, 59 runs and 8 wickets to Mohammad Siraj. Splendid bowling, and Mohammad Siraj definitely take a bow. It is his career best figures for Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj has played some international cricket for India, as you would remember. But if you look at the scalps that he got, they were all very, very precious scalps. He got Usman Khwaja, who actually hit a century, 127 with 20 of 28 balls, with 20 boundaries. Patterson was out for 31, bowled by Mohammad Siraj. Travis Head was caught by Bharat bowling Mohammad Siraj for 4. Hanscom was LBW bowled Mohammad Siraj for naught. Mitchell Marsh was LBW bowled Mohammad Siraj for naught. Labuschagne once again impressed with 60, very stroke-filled 60 at that, with 11 boundaries being bowled by Mohammad Siraj, and then Mohammad Siraj taking the wicket of Nesser and Tremaine to return figures of 19.3 overs, 7 maidens, 59 runs and 8 wickets. Tremendous bowling from Mohammad Siraj, and 2 wickets going to Kuldeep Yadav. India A, replying to that at close of play on the first day of this unofficial test match, were 41 for no loss. Mayank Agarwal was 31, which was studded with 7 boundaries of 35 deliveries. He was not out. Samath was not out on 10, on a sedate 10 at that, 41 for no loss. And definitely, as I said, Mohammad Siraj has done himself really proud. And if you look at his scalps, I think he deserves a lot of credit, Mohammad Siraj. Well done, young boy, Mohammad Siraj. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really sums up this daily cricket show of mine today. Hope you all enjoyed it, enjoyed this cricket broadcast of mine, with more to come on my next cricket broadcast.